you. My name is Paul Stokstad. I've got a series of tapes here which are to give to you in reference to this TV show you're doing. First of all, I've got a tape from live public access in Iowa City where we had no studio audience, which made it kind of interesting. And then I've got a couple of, well, actually one stand-up routine, and that was taped for public access. And then a series of Emcee bits where I was doing Emcee on improv and also a kind of a poetry show. So these are the bits I have. Hope you enjoy them, and that's all I got. That's the Lucky Ducks. So we're going to do our first piece here, and I guess we'll just do it. But first I have to hear from my suggestions chairman. Yes? Anything? Anything up your sleeve? Bring it over. Okay. Okay, this is dangerous. Ooh, this is from Andrew Wall, Bettendorf, Iowa. Far away, okay. We're going to do a little game called Freeze and Switch. So everybody up. Okay. First couple out. Okay, your location is, just for this first few seconds, you're in the Capitol building in St. Paul, Minnesota, excuse me, and your activity is you're in a history class field trip. Go for it.
Sir?
Well, most of those people survived. And we'll be back later. Okay. Now I need another thing from Ellie. Ellie, you're sleeping back there. Give me the, from her, give me the thing. Okay. Bruce is also asleep. No big deal. Maybe you too are asleep. Okay, good. That number, remember, for all you people who forgot it already, is 338-7035. Yes, excuse me, 338-7035. You two can go down in history, or maybe in Norway. Okay, now we need a location with phones, and we do have from Sean Coughlin, or Coughlin, or whatever the pronunciation, from the big town, Iowa City, major city. All right, location with phones. A bus terminal in St. Louis, Missouri, phone bank. Well, that was semi-human. Okay, we know you're out there because someone called in to this big number, this big lucky number, 338-7035, a number etched in your memories forever, or at least for 30 seconds. 338-7035. Okay, now we're going to do a little game called Slideshow. We do have a indication from someone in Iowa City that they're watching. The guy's name is Ken Wessels. And what we're doing is a slideshow. And the topic is people who are addicted to TV talk shows. Well, I'm back. Big deal. So now we have a special lecture from another country, and yeah, thanks to Sarah Schilling from Iowa City, a famous city, who knows the number, you might remember, 338-7035, and was able to dial it with her own fingers, 338-7035. Anyway, the suggestion for a topic for this foreign lecture, who can really talk on anything, is photography. So, thanks. Professor Korsnowski cannot speak English, and so Karin has kindly consented to translate. Thank you, yes. Oh. Huh?
Should we bring him up?
Oh. I'm back, and so are you, as far as we know. I mean, some of us think you're really out there. Okay, 338-7035. I'm repetitious, big deal. Call us up and tell us where to go. I mean, how to do it. 338-7035. Okay, now, this next little semi-adventure has a beginning situation and an ending situation and some stuff in the middle. The game is called Chameleons, and I'd like my two victims up here at this time. Okay? These two have never done this together, and it's for the best. Their original situation is they're tearing up... Oh, by the way, this is from Craig Hargrave of Iowa City, Iowa. Thank you, Craig. Let's hear it for Craig. Craig! Oh, guy. Craig, certified viewer. Okay. Beginning situation is they're tearing up a sidewalk, concrete. Okay? And the ending situation is they're getting a divorce. Seems to me that should have been first. Big deal. Okay, back to you.
You need an introduction just like everybody else. Maybe you don't need one, but you're going to get one. Many of you know Paul Stokstad. He's the originator of Bedtime Snack Theater, which has now evolved into Friday Night Improv. And I won't mention the Lucky Ducks. And now he's the producer of the Broadway musical reviews, which are every month on the last weekend of the month. What are you doing this month? My Fair Lady. And the Friday night is going to be at the Best Western, the last weekend in October, and the Saturday night is going to be right here in the Student Theater. So please welcome Paul.
Hi. Low. You ever notice that high means the same thing as low? Hi. Low. Good. So I didn't have anything to do tonight. But I wasn't getting paid anyway. It's a big deal. I had 10 minutes. I thought I'd just stand here. But then maybe not. So I thought I'd get bored. So I thought I'd bring in my collection. I have a collection of things. I collect words. Other people collect butterflies, but I collect words. Words I find in print. Now, last time I did this, no one could see them, so I had them put on these overlays. I collect them. Now, I think this is unusual. There's some kind of conceptual problem here in the advertising agency. I think this is a Zen koan. People think I make this up. What kind of cream cheese is this? Level belly. How do they know? This whole area here is like a level valley. You wouldn't know looking at it. Now it's a football field, but really, historically, that's a level valley. Now this is totally new. The Oskaloosa Herald. Warwick turns down solid waste post. The nerve. You make up this solid waste post. Big, you know. Give it to the guy. He says, shucks. Already got one. No thanks. The nerve. Found this today at Walker. If you don't know how, and you don't want to ask me or any of the 85% of the other people, do it yourself. I mean, talk about self-referral. This is like admitting, you know, well, I did it myself. I really take responsibility.
read. Oh, did you get this in the mail? This publication, a friend of mine got this and I had to take their name off the label so they'd still be able to go to the program. Astrology and Psychic News. This is a big publication. I don't know where it's from California. But look at that lead article and that French girl. Now, what you can't see is that the title is wrong on this article. Now, those of you in my journalism class, you know, I teach here at MIU when I'm not having fun, you know. I'm doing this. French girl predicts train disaster. This is the wrong title. You know the people who write the titles are different than the people who write the articles? Obviously, this person wrote the wrong title. I'll read this article to you. A Parisian schoolgirl, Monique Gallet, awoke screaming from a nightmare in which she had seen a train derail and burst into flames. The young girl's dream was so vivid she could see the number 07435 on the side of the engine as it slowly burned on the hillside. Monique's father, wondering if his child's dream was perhaps a vision, contacted the railroad but was told there was no engine assigned such a number. 5 days later, a freight train burst into flames after derailing a short distance outside Paris. The number on the engine was 53470, the same number as Monique had seen except in reverse order. What's the real title for this? Dyslexic Psychic. Predict train disaster. I think I have a future ahead of me in this publication. Now this is probably in poor taste, but I thought I should do one thing in poor taste just to stay in tune with the rest of the evening. Evidently a large group. Now I gotta ask you, do they have like little meetings with helmets? So where did you bump your head? Oh, I bumped it over. Now this could start a trend. For example, you could have the Athlete's Foot Association. The Halitosis Hall of Fame. Things like that. Now I like contradictions in terms. I do save these. They're called oxymorons. Oxy means sharp, moron means dull. A word that has both things like Army intelligence, famous, hog futures, jumbo shrimp. The obvious. I'm not making these up. Civil War. Postal Service. Getting better. But I like this one. It's one of my favorites. This is from the movement. Thank you. People think I'm making this up. I mean, in all the areas where I'm a beginner, hey, I love it. You can skip right over to advanced. It's like the Ayurvedic rumor, you know, that you're supposed to have your dessert first, you know. Right. You know, I want Ayurveda, right? Turns out that's a rumor, right? Oh, well. Okay. Now, this is not funny, but I'm showing you anyway. Dear Mr. Stokstad. From Krispy Kreme Donuts. I don't know, this isn't worth showing. Thank you for your recent letter in which you stated you were dissatisfied with your purchase of Krispy Kreme Donuts. Ladies and at Krispy Kreme, we at Krispy Kreme strive in every way possible to the highest quality program available. It's like, you know, maybe you could do it like 20 minutes twice a day. It's only through good customers such as yourself who are made aware of any deviations from our product standards. We sincerely apologize for this unfortunate experience and trust you will continue to patronize our fine Krispy Kreme product. Okay? We have enclosed a refund as per your request. If we can be of any further service, you can please let us know. I like this letter. It's sincere. But I don't know, it must have cost them like $20. You know, it was great. But this is a fun letter. Wait till you see the next one. Another MIU, thank you. Now, I love this man. He's a great man. He's a Leo. His wife is a Scorpio. He is a survivor. participant MIUs in the process. Please don't fall asleep during this letter. MIU is in the process of changing its pension plan from a defined benefit plan to a defined contribution plan. Got it? Hey. This new type of plan will offer greater simplicity and flexibility to both participant MIU. First step, pension benefits you've accrued prior to. Here comes the big sentence. We will keep you updated on the progress in making this change to the new defined contribution pension plan. You know what this means? They're going to send you another letter just like this. I'm not going to know what it means either. Sincerely, Kenneth West. I mean, don't send me the letter. I'll just be confused. I'll feel like I'm not an adult. I should know this stuff. MIU faculty, yes, this is important. What does it mean? Somehow, this is the same publication. Remember the astrology and psychic news? Something about this ad struck me. I don't know what it is. It resonates with something. What is it about this ad? It strikes a chord deep in the American vernacular. Wangadal. Yes. You can choose Wangadal to meet your every need. A success wanga, love wanga, money wanga, luck wanga, protection wanga, hex wanga, power wanga, diction over wanga, attraction wanga, controlling wanga, exorcist wanga, wisdom wanga, weight loss wanga, breakup wanga, and, not to be forgotten, that wonderful sex wanga. In case you don't have one, Ananta. I mean, to me that's... Now, I feel that a lot of people have little holes in their consciousness because of lack of fulfillment of desire. And I feel it's my project to help people fulfill those desires. I mean, a limited group, you know. Anyway, but I feel that people who've driven from Iowa City to Fairfield and Fairfield, Iowa City over 300 times, which is most of us, culturally desperate, have seen a sign, and I want to fulfill that desire for you, and maybe you can tell me, can anyone think what the sign is that this fulfills, seeing this fulfills that desire? I know it's obvious, no big deal. I drew this myself. This is the fulfillment of the desire, something you've never seen, and it's the sign on the way to Iowa City that says, watch for a horse-drawn vehicle. Why is the one that I made up? Okay, this is my favorite, and I'll have one more after this. But this is my favorite of all. This was at the Iowa Job Service place. I picked this up. This is what they would normally call a waste of paper. Down at the Postal Service that says, no dogs allowed, except seeing eye dogs. That reads, what John is the famous guy who called the service in Ottumwa. I mean, talk about street theater. Call them up. It's the service that checks your hearing. And, you know, just to stretch their boundaries a little bit, he said, you pretend he couldn't hear too well. Calls him up and goes, what? Hi, you just wait for a moment, you'll hear the tone. What? And this lady got really kind of upset with him. He couldn't hear very well. John Farley. Okay, one more. You guys have been great, and you stayed seated. And it was great. Now, people think I make this stuff up, but I wanted to show you in black and white, or wherever this is, that this matter of fact, if you need a babysitter, you might want to get out your pencils, because I stole this off the wall, right up here in the hallway. And I think this is either a typo, a misspelling, or at least that's what I thought it was. You might want to look at it. Now, I know this isn't intentional. I didn't think it was intentional. Using two women is just, did he mean woman, you know? But then I noticed this. This is John Farley's phone number. Welcome to the show, Love Poem Dance Music. This show is a benefit for the Rising Spit Club, which group has been very helpful to us in selling tickets and advertising sales and promotion and helping with the ushers, and they've been a big help to us, and we'd like to thank them. We'd also like to thank you for coming out and for something as unusual as poetry and dance. People like you are our kind of people. So tonight, what I want to say about Rising Pit House, any money we make off of this will go to them, because we didn't really know what to do anyway, so we'll give it to them. And they seem to know they need it. Tonight we'll be talking about the phases of love in different times. Love takes different flavors. And the first one is discovery, the second adoration, the third is departure, the fourth self-referral, the fifth self-sufficiency, the sixth rediscovery and fulfillment. And each one of these sections, other than the one we just started, will be punctuated with short Japanese poems. So that will let you know when they're coming on. Now, due to the somewhat silent nature of the deep silence of some of these poems and dances, we like to try and do the show without applause, unless you can't stand it any other way. But if you could hold your applause till the end, unless compelled, that would be nice. One other thing is, last night we had a wonderful display of flashlight photography throughout the show, and we'd like to try it the other way this time. Without those flashing lights. So if that's possible, if people really need photos, we can probably arrange to recreate some situations that we saw afterwards. So another thing is that one of our performers couldn't be here tonight due to business reasons, and her segment, it's in the last section, we videotaped for you. And we hope that you'll enjoy that even so. So really, that's enough formality for one night. Personally, though, the question is, here we are talking about love, but do we know anything about it? Because before you can talk about love, first, you have to fall in love. So, let's do that. try something different. Usually when we do improv in this town, we do a bunch of games, and that's all planned before we get on stage. We go, okay, you're going to do this, and then, okay, I'm ready. And then, okay, you're going to do this. Oh, okay, fine, I'll practice. And then you're going to do this. Well, tonight, we don't really know what games we're going to do. So these brave souls who've only been working together about 2 months, I want you to give them a hand. They're all directors now. They all get to decide what we're going to do tonight. Okay. So this will be a little weird, but so what? We're going to do a long format improv thing. It'll take about 20 minutes. It's called the Herald. It has some structure to it. It has some scenes that we put in, and a bunch of games, a little bit of an opening, and we'll do that in a few minutes. But first, I'd like you to meet these people, and they are Paul. Well, hi. It's Friday, and this is work in progress number 2. We again have several troops in progress. One new name, Lollipop, and we don't know our name. We're either the Apollos or we don't know. We're thinking it over. But there's 2 different groups that are developing here, and a lot of other things. This is seen as kind of a collage of different improv things and non-improv things, but mainly improv-inspired things. And we want to encourage anybody who knows any musicians and other people that can do improvisational things, or even finished pieces, especially musicians, to call me. And I am in the phone book, Paul Stokstad, because we want more performers. We want to make this a venue for lots of performers. But tonight, we'll have my group that I've been working with closely will perform first. And actually, we'll all do something first, and then my little group will perform first, and then we'll have some music, and then the entire group will do something after the break, and then the other group will do their whole gig, and then we'll come together at the end. Okay, so I'll be the MC for the first half. Kevin will be where's Kevin? There will be the MC for the second half, and Michael will be doing music the entire time. And I hope you brought your sleeping bag, because this will be at least 45 minutes. Okay, so to start with, we need a volunteer from the group in the front row to choose one of these objects. Hopefully will last about 20 minutes, maybe longer. So you have to pick a theme. And since it will be about 20 minutes, we hope, you need to like this theme. So do I have some suggestions for a theme? Any topic? Baseball. Above the waist. What? Baseball. Okay. Any other ideas? Picnic. Okay. Birthday party. Forest. That's enough. Anything else real big? Burning? DCP. That would be about 40 minutes. You guys, you wanted to sleep. Oh, little blankets. Oh. Okay, so let's hear it for how many people want baseball? Gee, almost everyone. How many people want picnic? Picnic. Good group of hungry people. Okay, birthday party. Ooh. Oh, I got an idea. Okay. A forest. Okay. How about birthday picnics in a forest? Okay? They can play baseball on the side. Anyway, basically picnic, birthday, which do you want? Birthday picnic? Fine. Yes. Picnic, maybe a little birthday thrown in.